We're back, baby. We're live. We're live. The Dead Zone is back. First time in about a month that we've done the Dead Zone show, Saturday night. Between just some things in my schedule that didn't allow me to go on Saturday night, and then we had a couple weeks where we had Saturday night games. But we're back. We're back on Saturday night. It's Fantasy Football Championship week. This is what we're here for. This is what we live for. This is what we do all that research for in the offseason. This is what we do all those drafts for in the summer. This is why we work the waiver wire. This is why we do our rankings. This is why this week it all comes down to this. Who's going to be champions? I know I'm going to be some champions and win some championships this week. I'm excited. Got some good teams. Good teams. Real good teams. What we're going to do what we normally do on Saturday nights. Now, I don't know. At this point in the season, are we going to get as many questions as we normally do? I don't know. But we're going to talk some Underdog. If you're not on Underdog yet, use promo code YARDSPER. Draft a playoff best ball team. Do some over-unders. Underdog pick 'em for week 17. I'll give you my plays in a few minutes. If you're into sports betting, this is the best time. This is the absolute best time. College football playoffs are going. The bowl games are going. You can bet on college football. You can bet on the NFL playoffs. Check out BetUS. And use promo code YARDSPER. You get 125% deposit bonus. Let's talk some Underdog. Let's go through some Underdog plays. And if you have questions, we're definitely going to answer your start set questions. So roll them in. New England blows. I agree. All right. What do we got? Week 17. Yeah, fantasy football questions. Hit me up. Let's go. This is what we're here for. In the meantime, I'll go over some Underdog plays. Like I said, promo code YARDSPER on Underdog Fantasy. If you're not on there, you're going to get a $100 deposit match by using that promo code YARDSPER. One of the ones I'm taking this week is the over on Jerick McKinnon. McKinnon has had at least, so the line, by the way, is 31.5 receiving yards. We're taking the over on Jerick McKinnon, 31.5 receiving yards. He's had at least 31 receiving yards in 3 straight games, including performances of 112 and 70 over that stretch. And by the way, that 112 came in their first matchup with Denver, who they are playing again in week 17. So we're going to hit the over on Jerick McKinnon, 31.5 receiving yards. I got a couple questions in here. Should we go Burrow or Fields? I'm going to go, I got them ranked back to back. I'm going to go Justin, I want to say Justin Fields. He's got a nice matchup against the Lions. Got that rushing upside / floor. You know what? I think I'd go Joe Burrow. That game's going to shoot out against the Bills on Monday Night Football. They're going to score a lot of points. They're going to throw a lot of passes. I know it's the Bills have a good defense and all that. But the more important thing is the Bills have a great offense. And that's what Joe Burrow is competing with. He's going to have to score a lot of points. He's going to have to throw a lot of passes. I'm going to go Joe Burrow slightly over Justin Fields. Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert? Yeah, we'll still go Justin Herbert. Although I do have Lawrence ranked pretty damn highly. Just one spot below Justin Herbert this week. So I like Trevor Lawrence, but we got to go with Herbert. Do you think Dotson is a flex? Yeah. I mean, Jahan Dotson, he's been playing really, really well. Really, really well. Now, the quarterback change worries me a little bit, but Jahan Dotson has had a target share over 21% in 3 straight games. We'll see how it plays out with Carson Wentz. But Dotson had a little bit of a hot stretch early in the season with Wentz at quarterback before Wentz got injured and Dotson himself got injured. So, yeah, I definitely like Dotson in the flex this week for sure. Let's pick 2 between Marquise Brown. I lost the question. Marquise Brown, Christian Watson, or Cam Akers. So Christian Watson, I believe, is still up in the air if he's playing, right? He's questionable. Assuming he plays, I'm definitely playing Christian Watson going against the Vikings. Definitely. If he does not play, I'm going to go Cam Akers. I'm going to go Cam Akers because Marquise Brown, he's got David Blau as his quarterback. Not Kyler Murray, not Colt McCoy, not Trace McSorley, David Blau. Remember the guy he played for the Lions a couple years back, a few games late in the season? He's not afraid to sling it, but we got to go Watson. If Watson doesn't play, we're definitely going Akers over Marquise Brown. The Chargers are not particularly good against the run. And Akers has been coming on. That offense has been functional with Baker Mayfield. Akers may not be dead yet. Should I start Ramondre Stevenson? Obviously, we don't know your options, but yeah, Stevenson gets the work. He gets the work. I'm definitely playing him as an RB1 this week. Let's pick 2 between Kenneth Walker, Aaron Jones, Tyler Algier, or AJ Dillon. Give me Aaron Jones. I think we still got to go Walker over Algier, but I do like Algier this week against the Cardinals. But I think we got to go Walker over him still. And Njoku or Knox. Yeah, that one's going to be close. I'm going to pull up the rankings for that one. And let me tell you, we've done this show all season. I know we haven't done the last few weeks. We've done it all season. Every time I say I think these 2 guys are close, I got to pull up my rankings. They're always, never fails. They're back-to-back. Every time. Let's see if that streak continues. Let's see. Pulling up the tight end rankings right this second. What was it? Njoku and Knox. And then they're ranked back-to-back. Yep, they're ranked back-to-back. Tight end 6, David Njoku. Tight end 7, Dawson Knox. I do like Dawson Knox this week. I mean, I want as many pieces of that Bengals game as possible. With that said, I'm still playing David Njoku over him. But I couldn't blame you if you want to go Knox. Christian Watson is a game time decision, yeah. But if he's back, I don't understand this question. And Dobbs is a safer way because of the targets. No. We're not playing Dobbs. Jerry Jeudy or Rashad White. Yeah, give me Jerry Jeudy there. Rashad White's been pretty quiet lately. Waddle or Garrett Wilson. Yeah, let's go Jalen. I got Teddy Bridgewater, quarterback. Garrett Wilson, he gets Mike White back. His splits between Mike White and not Mike White, or Mike White and Zach Wilson, whatever. He's been fantastic with Mike White. So it's really, really tempting to play Garrett Wilson over Jalen Waddle. Yeah, I think I would do that. I'm going to adjust my rankings after the show because I think we got to play Garrett Wilson over Jalen Waddle. AJ Dillon, Pittman, or Lockett. If Lockett's playing, I'm playing Lockett. If he's not playing, I'm going to go. I'll go AJ Dillon. He's been playing really well. Do I do kickers? I really don't, to be honest with you. I don't have a single league at this point. It's 2022. I don't have a single league that starts a kicker. I don't do kicker rankings, so I really wouldn't be helping you out here. Just pick the guy in the best offense. I mean, we can give it a shot. We got Bag. Or Bass, yeah. I'm really not even going to try to answer that because I'm not going to give you the best advice on that. Thoughts on starting Aaron Jones this week? I believe he's good to go. He's off the injury report. Yeah, we're starting him. Wherever you have Aaron Jones, you're starting. Let's see, I got him ranked RB10. Yeah, he's off the injury report. He's good to go. Playing him as usual. Najee Harris or Nick Chubb. We're definitely going Nick Chubb, though he's been a disaster, which I'm really surprised about, to be honest with you. But the whole offense has just been – they're better off with Jacoby Brissett right now. Deshaun Watson is just not playing well. Danny Dimes or Mike White? I'm going to go Mike White. Devontae Smith or Tyler Algier? Ooh, that's a good one. I like both of these guys this week. Let's go Devontae Smith. He had, a 30% target share with Gardner Minshew last week. Gardner played pretty well. Yeah. The Eagles target shares with Gardner Minshew. Devontae Smith, 30%. A.J. Brown, 20%. Quez Watkins, 12%. Dallas Goedert had an 8% target share, but that was also his first game back in like a month and a half. Cam Akers or Lazard? Yeah, I'm gonna go Cam Akers. Cam Akers is back, baby. We're in the fantasy championship. We're having Cam Akers questions. I couldn't be happier. I'm telling you, all my preseason talk about Cam Akers, all my takes on Cam Akers in the preseason, all about week 16. I told you it wouldn't be good all season. Week 16 though, week 16 was the week. If only. Adams or London? Yeah, this is sad. We still have to go Adams, but I moved him outside my top 12 wide receivers this week. But I think we still got to go Adams. Jarrett Stidham played pretty decent in preseason, given a few opportunities. I know that's completely different than what he's going to get now, but it's not nothing. Damian Harris or Chuba Hubbard? Oh, yeah, we're definitely going Hubbard. What? This isn't even a question. When was the last time you played Damian Harris? Isn't Damian Harris, wasn't he ruled out anyway? Or am I blending weeks together? It doesn't matter. We're playing Chuba Hubbard. He's catching the passes in the Panthers' backfield. A must-win game. Played really well last week. Pacheco or Kenneth Walker? They're basically the same guy at this point, and Pacheco's in the better offense. I do have Walker ranked 2 spots ahead of him, but yeah, I guess we got to go Walker, but it's closer than it should be. Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, or Alan Lazard? Yeah, give me Christian Kirk. Zach Moss or Cordero Patterson? Ugh. That one's. I think we gotta go Moss, man. I really don't like it at all. It's disgusting. Yeah, give me Moss over Patterson. Pacheco or McKinnon, half PPR. Yeah. We just talked about a few minutes ago how he played against Denver a few weeks ago. A lot of that came in the receiving game. I just can't imagine this being a similar type of game. This has Pacheco game written all over it. The game script is going to be in Pacheco's favor. McKinnon is certainly the safer play because he is still going to get a few checkdowns. He's going to get his opportunities. But I'm going to go with Pacheco here. I think it's going to be a Pacheco game script. That's what it's going to come down to, game flow. But Chiefs are going to blow out the Broncos, right? Said that a few weeks ago against the Texans, though, and they went to freaking overtime. Should I play Najee Harris over Isaiah Hodgins on my flex? Yeah, I would do that. Hodgins has been impressive, but we're still playing Najee Harris. Patriots are awful. 100% agree. They're terrible. Awful. 100% agree. I don't know what you're trying to do there, but I agree with you. Christian Watson or Jahan Dotson. Yeah, if Watson's playing, we're playing Watson. Let's sit one between Nick Chubb, McKinnon, or Walker. Guess we have to sit McKinnon. I guess. Cousins or Goff. Really like Goff this week. Really, really like Goff this week, but I don't think I can sit Kirk Cousins for him. So I'm going to go Cousins. Patriots need to win tomorrow. If not, we're out of the playoffs. Right. Yeah. But let's be honest. If they make the playoffs, they're not going anywhere anyway. So it's like, whatever at this point. I think they'll win. I do think they'll win. They're playing at home. Teddy Bridgewater. But it's not going to look good. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be real ugly. And if they somehow get into the playoffs, it's going to be a repeat of last year. Just going to get trashed in the first round. Kenneth Walker, Cam Akers, David Montgomery, pick 2. Yeah, let's go Montgomery. I'm going to go Montgomery. Who are the other two? Cam Akers and Kenneth Walker. Yeah, I'll still go Walker, I guess. I feel like I have Akers a little too low in my rankings, but let's go Walker. Adams or Dotson? Yeah, let's go Adams, I guess. But that's another one that's just like, I don't feel great about playing Devontae Adams, but I think you kind of have to do it. You have to do it. Imagine sitting Devontae Adams and he has 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. See, that's the thing about these backup quarterbacks. They may not be as efficient, but in many cases, they're more likely to just lock in on their big alpha number 1 wide receiver like a Devontae Adams and just laser focus towards that guy all game long, and just pepper him with targets. So that's what we could see with Devontae Adams. Now, it might be less efficient than what we've seen with Derek Carr, but even when Derek Carr wasn't that efficient. But it might be more volume, might even itself out a little bit. So I don't love playing Devontae Adams this week. We've certainly knocked him down in the rankings, but we're not going to sit him for a Jahan Dotson. We still got to play him. Because if he goes off on your bench and you lose the championship because of it, you're really, really going to be hating yourself for the entire offseason. It's just going to be, that one's going to hurt. Are the Patriots going to beat I keep forgetting we're wearing the Patriots sweatshirt. I'm like, why are we getting so many Patriots questions? Patriots, I could really go either way with how they're going to do tomorrow. If I had to say, I'll say, yeah, they'll probably win. but it's going to be disgusting. It's going to be ugly. And it's only because they're playing their backup quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater. So somebody else say you work for the Patriots. That's cool. What do you do? What do you do for them? I live about 10, 15 minutes away from the stadium, so that's pretty cool. Jacobs or Dobbins? Yeah, we definitely got to go Jacobs here. 100%. Dobbins is not a consideration. He's not over Jacobs. He's in a complete split backfield and a terrible offense. Terrible. Would you start Renfro? No. What are we starting Renfro for? When was the last time you started Renfro? No. Can't do it. Not in the championship game. We're not starting Renfro. You should never have drafted Renfro. That's what we told you all summer long. Don't draft Renfro. And that's the coolest thing about, I kind of reflected back on some of my takes this year. Had some pretty high profile bad takes as far as players to draft, like an Akers, like an Allen Robinson. Obviously, we got the Rams offense completely wrong. Like a Cortland Sutton. We got some of those guys. Happens. But my takes on who not to draft were like hits across the board. Told you not to draft Mike Evans. Told you not to draft Damian Harris. Told you not to draft, I forget who started this conversation, Renfro. Told you not to draft Mark Andrews. I mean, Andrews was looking like an L for a long time. He started the season off good. But he's had, I think, I saw a tweet from, Hutchinson Brown on Twitter. Andrews has been a top 8 tight end once since week 7. And I could go on that list of guys who I said do not draft this year. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Donovan Knight or Swift tomorrow? I'm going to go Swift. I'm going to go DeAndre Swift. Jamal Williams is a little banged up. He got a little banged up in that game last week. He was just, a little limited in practice throughout the week. Swift played 56% of the snaps in week 16. That was his highest snap share since week 1. I know he's extremely volatile as far as his role is just all over the place. It's a mess. It's frustrating as fuck. As somebody who really loves DeAndre Swift, the talent, he's really good. They just don't commit to him to a consistent role that we can rely on and know what we're getting week in, week out. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. But yeah, I think we got to go Swift there. Waller or Knox? I'm going to go Knox. Waller with the backup quarterback. Knox is going to be in a shootout environment. Lots of points, lots of passing. Going to be playing in that game. Dylan, Pittman, and Lockett. I'm lost. Didn't we answer that question about 20 minutes ago? I think we did. But that's okay. We'll go. Yeah, we definitely did, because I said if Lockett plays, we're playing Lockett. We're playing Lockett. I know he's risky. With the finger injury. It's a little concerning. But over those guys, we're playing Lockett. If Lockett's out, then we're going to go. I think we got to go A.J. Dillon. The Colts offense is such a mess. Nick Foles is such a mess. They're going against the Giants, which their offense isn't great. So that's going to be just a low-scoring, disgusting game environment. I love Michael Pittman. He's a fantastic wide receiver. But right now, that situation, that offense is just, you can't trust them. You just can't trust the quarterback. You can't trust the offense. You can't trust the offensive line. The game script, can't do it. A.J. Dillon's been playing really, really well. Aaron Jones is banged up, right? So we might see more A.J. Dillon in a really good game environment that's going to invite a lot of points. So we could definitely see A.J. Dillon get in the end zone once, maybe even twice. Catch some passes. Yeah, I'm going Dillon there. All the way. Dillon or Rashad White. Same thing. I think we'll go Dillon. We'll go Dillon. Dillon has had a resurgence in the second half of the season. It's been great. Kamara or Tyler Algier. I like Algier this week, but I think we gotta go Kamara. We gotta go Kamara. Pick 3. Travis Etienne, Josh Jacobs, Nick Chubb, Tyler Algier. Let's go Etienne, Jacobs, Chubb. Moss, Dotson, or Dobbins? PPR or someone else? The hell? Or someone else? Yeah, play Saquon Barkley instead. No, let's go Dotson over those guys. Akers or Brian Robinson? Yeah, let's go Brian Robinson. If Antonio Gibson was going to be playing, I would say Akers. But with no Gibson, going against a terrible Browns defense who just can't stop the run for shit, I'm going to go Brian Robinson. Happy New Year. Thank you. Same to you. Tyler Algier or Jerick McKinnon? I'm going to go Jerick McKinnon. I'm going to go McKinnon. I want the guy in the better offense. He's going to catch some passes. Even if Algier might get some more touches, I'm going to take the guy in the better offense who's been hot of late. Although Algier has been as well. But should I be worried about CMC's workload? No, I'm not worried. Yeah, I'm not worried. Anyway, Akers or Algier, spelled terribly wrong. Let's go Cam Akers. Drake London or Chris Olave? Well, if Olave is healthy and playing, we're playing Chris Olave. Aaron Jones or Cam Akers? Yeah, let's go Aaron Jones. It's a little scary, but we'll go Aaron Jones. Waddle, Juju, or Jacobs? Waddle, Juju, or Jacobs? Yeah, let's go Jacobs. Let's go Jacobs. Waddle playing with the backup quarterback, a little scary, but not too scary. But Jacobs is guaranteed touches, just as a running back. You don't need to count on the quarterback to get you the football. If you're Josh Jacobs, it's going to count on the coaches to keep you out there and to call the run plays, and that's what they're going to do. I'm going to go Jacobs. Kenneth Walker, Christian Kirk, DeAndre Swift. In what? Full PPR, is that what you said? Full PPR. Yeah, I think we still got to go. Walker there. I think we got to go Walker. Cooper or Waddle? Yeah, I'm going to stick with Waddle. Lockett or Davis? Yeah, if Lockett's playing, I'm playing Lockett over Gabe Davis. Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, Minshew, or Aaron Rodgers. This one would definitely be down to Trevor Lawrence and Aaron Rodgers. Got the ranked back to back. Both top 10 quarterbacks this week. I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence, though. Minshew or Brock Purdy with a P. I think we'll go Minshew. Yeah, let's go. Let's go Minshew there. They're close, but I have Minshew 2 slots ahead of Brock Purdy in my rankings. Patriots won't win out. Probably won't. You're right. I think it's where in this I'm getting so many Patriots hate comments thinking that I'm going to push back on it. I'm right there with you. I agree. They're terrible. They're awful. Awful. McKinnon or Pacheco? This is one. I don't think I've gotten a McKinnon versus Pacheco correct all season long. When I say McKinnon, Pacheco has a game. When I say Pacheco, McKinnon goes off. I do have Pacheco ranked just slightly ahead of McKinnon this week. So that's where I'll go. Can you see my rankings for every position? Yes, you can. So my rankings are at yardsperfantasy.com, or you can really do you not see my question? I don't know. Post it again. Maybe I haven't seen it. Post it again. I'll get to your question, I promise. Unless it's like about a defense or something. Where can I see your rankings? Yardsperfantasy.com, or just download our app. Download the Yards Per Fantasy app. The rankings on Yards Per Fantasy, those are my rankings. You can on TikTok, you can just click the Linktree link in my bio. You have the link to my rankings on there. You have the link to the website on there. You have the link to the app. Download the app on the App Store. Just search for Yards Per Fantasy. All my rankings are there. Redraft, Dynasty, hit them up. Really, dude, you don't see my question? Well, post it again. We'll answer it. Let's go. Chubb, Dylan, Goff, or Cousins? Oh, this is one with all the corn, right? Yeah, we were ignoring that one. Chubb or Dylan? Yeah, we'll go Chubb. I think we got to go Chubb there. And do we go Goff or Cousins? I'm going to go Cousins. Definitely going Cousins. I do like Goff a lot this week. I do. I have Goff ranked as my QB 10. But I'm going Cousins. That game could shoot out. Could shoot out. Should I play Cousins? I got Jones on the bench. Yeah, definitely playing Cousins. I really like Cousins a lot this week. Packers are in a must-win game. They've been playing a lot better offensively lately. So when an opposing offense plays well, it is good for the fantasy play, like the Vikings. If the Packers offense is playing well, that's really good for the Vikings offense. I know if you put it together, because if 2 quarterbacks, 2 offenses going back to back, head to head, whatever, if they come together and have a shootout game environment potential, that's what we want. Those are where all the fantasy points come. So we want 2 good offenses going against each other. Packers are looking like at least a much better offense. So I like that for Kirk Cousins this week. I think I saw a question I wanted to get to and I missed it. Cousins doesn't play well in the afternoon and he's in Green Bay. Cousins plays in the afternoon about every week. The hell? I don't know where that question was that I wanted to get back to. Who knows? All right. Mike Evans or Terry McLaurin? I think we still got to go McLaurin, but here's the deal. Mike Evans, for the most part, has just not been good, right? Here's another one I told you not to draft. We talked about that a few minutes ago. I left him off that list. McLaurin, though, we have some concerns with McLaurin because his splits between games with Carson Wentz at quarterback versus games with Taylor Heineke at quarterback are wild. They're wild. I wish I had the numbers in front of me, but it's a big difference. And Carson Wentz seems to favor Curtis Samuel over Terry McLaurin, that's wild itself. But Carson Wentz is kind of a wild quarterback as it is, right? So there is some little bit, not a ton, some concern with Terry McLaurin because of that. With the quarterback change back to Carson Wentz. With that said, I'm still playing McLaurin. I don't remember who the question was, but we're going McLaurin. Is Akers startable this week? Yeah, Akers is back. Akers is back. The offense is playing much better. Crazy, which is crazy. Not that they're good, but they're, going against the Broncos, but they're still functionable. They're functional. Functionable, is that a word? They're functional, right? So, and Akers has been looking a lot better. The Kyren Williams experiment is over. That was nothing. I have Akers ranked as my RB24 this week. The Chargers haven't been that great against the run, although getting Joey Bosa back this week will probably help. Although I don't know how much he's going to play on non-passing downs his first game back. But I saw your tight end rankings, and Andrews tight end 8 and Fant is tight end 18. Thoughts on me starting Fant? Bad decision or no? Yeah, I'm not starting Fant over Mark Andrews. Definitely not. I know Andrews has been not good, but over Noah Fant, I mean, the floor for Noah Fant is certainly lower than Mark Andrews, though Mark Andrews' floor right now is pretty low. But the ceiling is still there for Mark Andrews, even with Tyler Huntley. I wanted to call him Taylor Huntley, which is weird because I always want to call Taylor Heineke Tyler Heineke. Whatever. I'm still playing Andrews. I have to play Andrews over a Noah Fant. Now, if you want to talk like a Dawson Knox, if you want to talk a Higbee, if you want to talk an Njoku, I'm fine starting those guys over Mark Andrews. But if we look back to last year, and I know that's last year, not this year, but Mark Andrews actually played better with Tyler Huntley than he did with Lamar Jackson. Now, of course, at a small sample size, that was last year. Much different this year than not letting Huntley throw the ball this year. And when he has thrown the ball, he's been terrible. But our Andrews is still by far and away the number one option in that passing game. Yeah, we have to stick with Andrews if it's going to come down to him or Noah Fant. Yeah. Kamara or Aaron Jones. So I think they're both risky. Aaron Jones with the injury, but he's off the injury report. So he's, that signals to me he's good to go. He's 100%. He's going to play his normal role. So in that case, we're going to go Aaron Jones. It's just a much better game environment, much better offense. Lots of points going to be scored in that game, most likely. So I'm going to go Aaron Jones. I need an upside play for this week. Deontay Johnson or Najee Harris? Well, if you're looking for upside, keep looking because neither one of those guys have it. Coming down between both of them, I think we got to go Najee Harris. Here's the deal. The running backs don't have to rely on the quarterback to get them the football. They just need the coaches call the running plays, and the quarterback needs to hand it off to them. So for that, he's a little safer, right? Deontay Johnson has not scored a touchdown this year. So where's the upside there? I'm going to go Najee Harris. I think he's got a safer floor, and I think he does have the upside, at least in comparison to Deontay Johnson. Yeah, that's where I would go. I mean, we could see that game being 14-10, right? 14-10 between the Steelers and the Ravens. They throw the ball 20 times, just grind it with Najee Harris. And you know what? Maybe he falls in the end zone for both of those touchdowns. I just see a much better outlook for Najee versus Deontay Johnson. Let's pick two between Christian Kirk, Mike Evans, Jahan Dotson, Isaiah Hodgins, and Greg Dortch. Yeah. Man. It feels so easy to just say Christian Kirk and Mike Evans, right? But it's not as straightforward. I mean, those are probably the two guys that I would play, to be honest with you. I'm going to play Christian Kirk, and I'm going to play Mike Evans. But I don't feel super good, especially about Mike Evans. Kirk, going against the Texans, Trevor Lawrence has been playing really well. I can feel okay with Kirk. But then you got Dotson, who's been playing well, but he's got a quarterback change. Hodgins, he's been playing well, but it's still Isaiah Hodgins. It's still the Giants. It's still Daniel Jones. That could go to shit at any moment. And Greg Dortch has been just a production machine every time he plays, but it's still Greg Dortch, and it's David fucking Blau. So I'm looking at the rankings. I got Mike Evans and Christian Kirk ranked just ahead of Jahan Dotson. They're all in that like wide receiver 25, low end wide receiver 2, high end wide receiver 3 range. So I'm going to go Mike Evans. I want to go Christian Kirk. But if you want to throw Dotson in there, I'm totally cool with it. The other guys, though, I can't do it. Zay Jones, Chark, or Zach Moss? Yeah, I'm going Zay Jones there. Zay Jones, I know he didn't do much in week 16, but he had been playing really, really well. Lots of targets, great target share. Going against the Texans this week, I know they haven't allowed a wide receiver 1 since forever. They've been surprisingly somehow good against wide receivers. But it's still the Texans, right? I think we got to go. Less elaboration, answer more questions. Here's the deal. This is my show. If you don't like the way I do it, off you go. Garrett Wilson or Metcalf? And if you think I'm going to answer your question, you're crazy. Garrett Wilson or DK Metcalf? Yeah, I think we got to go DK Metcalf there. But Garrett Wilson with Mike White being back, I mean, that's exciting. Here's the deal. If Metcalf is without Tyler Lockett, we're playing Metcalf. If not, we're going to go Garrett Wilson. I think they're both wide receiver 1s this week. Yeah, that's kind of, I know that's not probably the clear answer you wanted, but that's the way I'm thinking. McKinnon, Pacheco, or DJ Moore? Ah, man. This one's tough. McKinnon, Pacheco, DJ Moore. I'm going to go DJ Moore. Fuck it. I'm just going to go DJ Moore. Is Devontae Adams startable? Yeah, he's startable. I think we talked about it a few minutes ago. The efficiency might not be the same with Jarrett Stidham, but these backup quarterbacks, a lot of times they just lock in on their wide receiver 1 and they just pepper them with targets all game long. So I think that's where we're going to go. He's fine. He's certainly not the top 5, top 7 wide receiver that he would have been with a Derek Carr quarterback. But he's definitely still startable for sure. Purdy or Daniel Jones? It's a valid question. I mean, after you're telling me how to run the show, you can find my rankings at yardsperfantasy.com. Christian Kirk or Christian Watson? Yeah, if Watson's playing, we're going to play Watson. Algier or Akers? I want to go Akers here, but I do like Algier this week. Decent matchup against the Cardinals. They've been a run funnel. Yeah, I'm still gonna go. Akers. Dawson Knox was on waivers. Holy shit. Can I start him over Andrews? Yeah, go for it. I'm fine with that one. That one I'm fine with. I think I have them ranked back to back in my rankings. Totally fine starting Dawson Knox over Andrews. That game's going to be a shootout environment. Yeah. Minshew, Purdy, Rodgers. Yeah, we're going to go Rodgers here. But Minshew, I have Minshew ranked as a borderline QB1 this week. Someone dropped him 10 minutes ago. That's crazy. Is it somebody? Is this a dynasty league? This is a redraft league, and somebody who's out of the playoffs is just dropping players? It's interesting. All right, Guy. Minshew or Purdy? Let's have a long, drawn-out explanation for why we should start Minshew over Purdy. Yeah, but we're going to go Minshew. Minshew over Purdy. I have them ranked. I think Minshew's my QB 13. Yeah, Minshew's my QB 13. Purdy, my QB 15. Yeah, Minshew, he played really well last week. He runs the ball. He'll take off and run a few times a game. Yeah, they're close, but I definitely feel a lot more comfortable with Minshew. Happy now? Happy? We okay? We're good? Take it easy. It's supposed to be fun, right? Where's Daniel Jones in your rankings? I guess I'm going to answer all your questions now, right? We gave in. Daniel Jones, I have him ranked as my QB 13. Sorry, QB 12. But I'm staring at them right now. I have him one spot ahead of Minshew. I don't think I'd do that. I think I might change him, change the rankings. I might knock him down a few pegs because right now, at least sitting here looking at these rankings, I want to start Minshew over Daniel Jones. Maybe when I sat down and made these rankings, I was feeling a little bit different, but right here in this moment, that's what I'm going to do. Not interested in content like this. Okay, then why are you here? I don't understand that. Zonovan Knight or J.K. Dobbins? Yeah. These are two hot starts about a month ago, right? Zolak or Blitz. They were hot starts a month ago. Donovan Knight and J.K. Dobbins. But then, then they both fell off. A lot of it is because of their offense. Dobbins, he's in a messy committee. He's not 100% as far as the role, at least. Maybe he's health-wise 100%, but I think a lot of that still he's not. So I'm going to go Zonovan Knight here. Mike White coming back should uplift that offense a bit. So that's what I'm going to hold out hope on, and we're going to go Zonovan. Tom Brady going back to the Patriots. Not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell. Would be a fun fucking story, but not a chance in hell. At least not as long as Bill Belichick's here, I don't think. Mike White or Aaron Rodgers? I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Brady done. I think so. 2 months ago, I would have said this is definitely his last year. Definitely. 100%. I don't think there's any way that Tom Brady, because as far as his arm and all that shit, he's still there. He's still got the physical talent still there. There's no way that he's gonna let this be how he goes out. I just can't see it. Now, he certainly is hell not coming back to Tampa Bay. Is he going to end up with a third team? He's going to go join Josh McDaniels in Vegas? Is he going to go join Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco? Wow, we give one more year for, I don't know what they would do with Trey Lance, because that dude has barely played football in his life to begin with, right? His instincts are off. See, I think a lot of that is, I would agree. I don't know if his instincts are off necessarily, but his feel in the pocket, he just doesn't trust the offensive line. Has not trust the offensive line, and has totally screwed up his whole just inner workings, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely. But I think if you get him behind a healthy offensive line, I think he could get that back. I think he'll be okay. But yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting to see how it plays out. As somebody who's watched Tom Brady and been a fan of Tom Brady, obviously as a Patriots fan, since I started watching, he's really the reason I got into watching football. I don't remember where I was going with that train of thought, to be honest with you. I don't know. I have no idea where I was going with that, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I don't want to see him. Oh, that's where I was going. I don't want to see him become what Peyton Manning was in 2015. I think that would be sad. And I know this is close to it, but I think with Peyton, he literally could not play anymore. You could put him behind a good, and he somehow won the Super Bowl. You could put him behind a good offensive line, and he still would not be that great. That 2015 year, where I think if Patriots fans are so boring. Anyway, I lost my train of thought again, but it's whatever. Let's get back to the questions. Devontae Adams, Greg Dortch, DJ Chark, or Brandon Cooks. Yeah, I think we still got to go Devontae Adams here. We got to go Devontae Adams. He's certainly not the top 5 elite wide receiver that we were playing all season long, but over those guys, yeah, we still got to go Devontae. Let's go to YouTube for a couple questions here. Jacob saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you. We're about an hour and a half away, a little under. He says, I need 2 wide receivers in PPR. Hollywood Brown, Zay Jones, Deontay Johnson, DJ Chark, Jahan Dotson. It's also got Jacoby Myers and Cortland Sutton available on waivers. All right, so we're starting 2 of these guys. Lots of choices here. Yeah, I'm going to go Zay Jones. I'm going to go Zay Jones based off, what he was doing prior to week 16. I think he'll be all right. And Jahan Dotson. I'm going to go Jahan Dotson as the second wide receiver there. You think the Patriots are winning their next 2? Probably not. Maybe 1-1, maybe 0-2. Who knows? Who cares, to be honest with you? Even if they get into the playoffs, they're not going anywhere. Let's be real. Let's be realistic. Mike White or Gardner Minshew? I'm going to go Gardner Minshew. Please answer. Just with no question. Just please answer. Thoughts on Jacoby Myers for this week? Let's see where we got him ranked. I mean, he's kind of just one of those in the middle, doesn't feel great to play him, but hey, maybe he'll get a few catches for you. Let's see. Jacoby Myers is my wide receiver 39 this week. Not great. I got him right in between Isaiah Hodgins and Marquise Brown. Dotson, Curtis Samuel with no S. Dotson, Curtis Samuel, Zach Moss, or Lockett. If Lockett's playing, we're definitely playing him over those guys. Let's say that he doesn't play, then we're going to go Jahan Dotson. Yeah. Hill or Diggs? What the hell? Hill or Diggs? I mean, yes, both. Starting both. No way. There's no way, unless you're playing, in a 4-man league, there's no way you can't start both those guys. Even in a 4-man league, starting both those guys. They're like the top 3 wide receivers in the league. Playing both. If I have to choose, we're going Hill. Stevenson or A.J. Dillon? Yeah, let's go Stevenson. Aaron Jones is going to play. It's not like Aaron Jones is not playing. We're going Stevenson. Pick 3, full PPR. Aaron Jones, Tyler Algier, Jerick McKinnon, Kenneth Walker. Yeah, let's go Aaron Jones. Let's go McKinnon. Let's go Walker. But yeah, that's the yeah. We'll leave Algier out. Algier or Garrett Wilson? We're definitely going Garrett Wilson. Brian Robinson or Pacheco? Let's go Brian Robinson. I like him this week without Antonio Gibson. I feel okay playing Robinson. Pick 2, Joe Mixon, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Smith. Ooh. I don't know how you pick 2 between these guys. Oh, man. I think we got to play Garrett Wilson. And I think we got to go Joe Mixon. But, man, it does not feel good to bench Devontae Smith. Kenneth Walker or McKinnon or Judy? Let's go Kenneth Walker. Should I go Komet or Higbee? I guess we'll go Higbee. Higbee has played well with Baker Mayfield at quarterback. He's gotten more opportunities. I mean, a lot of that comes to they've got literally no wide receivers to throw to. He's had target shares of 24% and 39% over the last 2 weeks. He played really well on Christmas. I guess we'll go Higbee there. Should go Akers or Montgomery? Let's go Dave Montgomery. Stevenson or Knight? We're going Ramondre. Pick 2. I know you said pick 3, but then he corrected it to pick 2. Full PPR. Leonard Fournette, Cam Akers, Tyler Algier. Give me Akers and give me Fournette. Lazard or Slayton? Yeah, let's go Lazard. With a banged up Christian Watson who might not even play, let's go Lazard. All right. Watching the college football playoffs. I was watching the first half before we went live. Kind of lost track of what's going on here. I know on TikTok you can't see it, but on YouTube you can probably see it in the background. Ohio State's backed up, but they're leading 35-24. Oh, they just punted it. All right. A couple more questions and we're going to get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow, Sunday morning, 12 o'clock-ish, all the way up to kickoff, answer your questions. And like I always say, if I don't get to your questions, you can find all my rankings at yardsperfantasy.com. Just download the Yards Per Fantasy app. And if you are into the college football playoffs, Drew Roberts, one of our elite writers at yardsperfantasy.com, has been absolutely pumping out the college bowl game content. Absolutely killing it. He's giving his picks for betting. You can play those at BetUS using our promo code YardsPer. You get 125% deposit bonus. Highly encourage you to check out Drew Roberts' content at Yards Per Fantasy if you're into college football. Dotson or Chark? Let's go Dotson. Komet, Higbee, or Knox? Let's go Dawson Knox. I like the game environment for Dawson Knox. But I do like Higbee a lot this week. I think they're all probably tight end ones this week. Not that that's a high bar. Thoughts on Juju? Let's see where I have him ranked. Probably a borderline wide receiver 2. That's what I'm guessing where I have him. Literally a borderline wide receiver 2. Going to rank as my wide receiver 25 going against Denver. Denver, their strength of their team is their defense. Obviously, we didn't see that last week. Specifically, their secondary. But I don't think that really matters that much when you have Patrick Mahomes against a team that has basically quit. But that could also be bad for Juju, even if the matchup isn't as tough as it should be. Because when you have a team who's not a threat to score a lot of points, then the Chiefs themselves aren't going to have a lot of incentive to put the pedal to the metal and play a full game and score a lot of points themselves. They're probably going to get out to an early lead. If Juju is involved in that, that's great. If he's not, then you're not going to get a full game from Juju because they're just going to grind the clock in the third and fourth quarter, and that's not going to maximize the output of Juju. With that said, of course, we've got him as wide receiver 25, so he's a decent play. A better matchup, he'd be bumped up a few spots. A.J. Dillon or Deontay Foreman? Let's go Foreman here. Let's go Foreman. Juju or Chark? I see the kicker question. I'm not going to be able to help you with that because I wouldn't be able to give you the proper answer. I don't do kickers, unfortunately. Sorry. I lost the question. Juju or Chark? No, was that the question? Yeah, I guess it was. We'll go Juju. I don't know what to do because I picked up Knox, but he's on waivers and doesn't go through till Monday morning. I'm waiver order number 5. Okay, so this is kind of a recall to a few minutes ago. So this is confusing to me because is this a redraft league or is it a dynasty league? Which, if it's dynasty league, it's weird as fuck that he was dropped. It's so weird that it's in redraft. But there should be only 2 teams left in redraft. So you got you and your championship week opponent. I don't understand. This is obviously a weird league. See if we can get some more clarification on that. Until then, I'm going to say I don't remember who your other options are. But if you don't feel like you're going to get Knox, then I guess you got to go with it. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you there unless we have more information, I guess. Which I probably had the more information, but I forgot it. I don't know. Higbee or Komet? I'm going to go Higbee. Swift, Christian Watson, Jamal Williams. If Christian Watson's playing, we're going Christian Watson there. If not, then we'll go Swift over Jamal Williams this week with Jamal Williams a little bit banged up. I think we'll get a little bit more Swift. Christian Kirk or David Montgomery? I really like David Montgomery this week. No, it's neither. It's just regular. It doesn't make any sense. Is it a redraft league or is it a dynasty? I don't understand. It's got to be one or the other. Redraft league is what you would be your traditional regular league where the season's over after the season. You know what I mean? You draft a brand new team next year. Interesting. Knox is dropped because someone picked up the Miami defense and they dropped Dawson Knox. I don't know why. Interesting. Do you remember when you said my Christian McCaffrey trade was an L? I don't. You could remind me. Probably, I don't know. Okay, so it is a redraft league. So why are all these other teams still participating in the waiver process? Isn't their season over? You got you and your championship week opponent. That's it. Everybody else is done. Why are they still making transactions? I don't understand that. Fournette, Montgomery, Tyler Algier. Let's pick two of these guys. Give me Fournette and Montgomery. Montgomery and Fournette. Myers or Dotson? Yeah, Dotson for sure. Kenneth Walker, Christian Kirk, Christian Watson, Jerick McKinnon. Pick two. Walker, Kirk, Watson. Yeah, let's go Kenneth Walker. And if Christian Watson is playing, we'll go Christian Watson. Otherwise, I'll go McKinnon. Gotcha. Consolation bracket. Gotcha. All right. That makes more sense now. Makes more sense. Sometimes I forget about the consolation bracket. If there's a prize in that, yeah, those teams are still playing. I gotcha. Makes sense. In which case, then you certainly cannot safely say as your fifth in the waiver order that you're going to get Knox. So, yeah, that's your predicament here. I don't remember who your other option is. I don't know if it's worth the risk or not. Hollywood Brown, Lockett, or Jerry Jeudy. So if Lockett plays, he's a game time decision. Lockett. I'm leaning towards. I think he probably will play. So I'll go Lockett. And then if Lockett does not play, we'll go Jerry Jeudy. So I also got Mark Andrews and Noah Fant. So I think in this case, I think we just got to go with Andrews. Unless you want to roll the dice. If you're really down on Andrews, which I think you are because you were considering Noah Fant over him earlier, which is something I wouldn't do. Yeah. So I picked up Irwin on the Bengals. So is this a flex spot? Because Trenton Irwin's a wide receiver, isn't he? He's a wide receiver, not a tight end. Anyway, DJ Moore or Juju. Let's go DJ Moore. I don't think Aaron Jones would get a lot of work. Should I start Algier instead? I mean, if you're that concerned about it, I'm fine. I like Algier this week. But I disagree. I do think Aaron Jones, maybe he won't get his full workload, but I think he's going to be fine. He's off the injury report. He's not on the injury report as being questionable. He doesn't have an injury designation. He's off the injury report, which tells us that he's good to go. He's 100%. I think we obviously know better that he's not obviously 100%, but I'm trusting Jones to be at least close to his normal role, and I would still play him, but I'm totally fine if you're going to play it safe. It's a championship week. I do like Algier this week. He's probably a top 25 running back. I do have to move him up my rankings. I saw him having a little bit too low. Yeah. I meant Hurst. I don't know why I said Irwin. Yeah, Hurst. I would be fine with Hurst. I'm fine with Hurst. Yeah, that would be fine. I almost recommended seeing if Dawson Knox is available, Hurst might be available. Yeah, I'm fine with that. For the same reason, shootout environment. Hurst is going to give you an opportunity to score some points. Talked about that in the Discord today. If you're not in our Discord, I think the link's in my TikTok bio. Got a link tree. I got a bunch of links to so many things. I think the Discord is one of them. Jump in there. We answer your questions. And it's not just me. We got a whole team of people answering questions in there, even beyond the live. So check that out. Let's do a couple more questions. I know we said this a few minutes ago. We're going to wrap it up, but it's championship week. We got to give people a few more minutes, right? We got to do it. On YouTube, who should I play? Devontae Adams or Allen Lazard? Oh, we're definitely going Devontae Adams here. We're not playing scared with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback when it comes to Adams versus Lazard. Now, if you had like an Adams versus like a Garrett Wilson, yeah, we consider Adams for that. But I'm not sitting Devontae Adams for Allen Lazard. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Because I've said that, I know if you've been watching the show for a while, I've said this a few times already, but I want to say it again because I know people come in and out of the show throughout. Backup quarterbacks, even while they may be less efficient, not that Derek Carr was super efficient, but I'm sure he's more efficient than a Jarrett Stidham. But these backup quarterbacks that come in and they lock in, in a lot of cases, not every case, but in a lot of cases, they lock in on their wide receiver ones. And you get more and more volume, which kind of makes up for the lack of efficiency. The efficiency comes down, volume goes up, and they kind of meet each other in the middle. Now, obviously, you could just look to last week to an example of where that went wrong. Like DeAndre Hopkins, who had 10 targets. He had the volume. The volume was there. The production was not there, and a lot of people were eliminated from their semifinals because of it. With that said, that's obviously the risk we're taking here with Adams, but I was worried Adams may not try as hard because of being upset. I mean, that's also a consideration, I guess. But I'm not concerned about that. I'm not concerned about that. These are professional athletes. So I think we got to just trust him that he's going to go. But yeah, we're definitely playing Devontae Adams over Adam Lazard. Allen Lazard. Adam Lazard. All right. Lazard, Hollywood, or Slayton. We're going to go with Lazard on this one. Najee Harris or Foreman. I like the Kermit the Frog question, though. Yeah, let's play Kermit the Frog. Najee Harris or Foreman. I'm going to go Foreman. I'm going to go Najee Harris here. He just gets a lot more of that offensive workload than Foreman does. Foreman has to split the backfield with Chuba. I know, obviously, last week that didn't matter, but it's a different week. On YouTube, Matt is asking which two to play. One wide receiver and one flex. Dotson, Marquise Brown, Isaiah Pacheco, or DJ Chark. So let's pick the wide receiver first. Wide receiver, we're going to play Jahan Dotson. We're going to play Dotson. We're going to ride the hot wave, even with the quarterback change. Flex play. This is going to come down to Marquise Brown, Isaiah Pacheco, and DJ Chark. I'm going to go Pacheco. This game, in theory, should be an Isaiah Pacheco game. I know we've said that before, and it hasn't played out that way. Just 2 weeks ago against the Texans, a similar example where they should have destroyed the Texans, and that should have been a very, very favorable Isaiah Pacheco game script where they're just running clock in the second half of the game and just handing it off, 20 times to Isaiah Pacheco. Obviously, that didn't happen. But the Broncos are certainly, I think they're done. They've quit. They're done. It's over. I think this will be a different situation. So I'm going to trust that the game script this time is going to be in Isaiah Pacheco's favor, and we're going to play him over over Marquise Brown and over DJ Chark. Who are the top 12 players in Dynasty rookie drafts? As of right now, I can't tell you that. However, now that the season is over, or after tomorrow or Monday, the fantasy football season is going to be over. That is where my content shifts. So if you are into Dynasty, if you are into the rookie prospects, that type of content, this is where you're going to want to be, because that's where my content is going to be. About 90% rookie content from mid-January all the way to the NFL draft. We're going to cover as many players as I can. My goal this year is to have a profile written up and video done on 50 prospects. And that's just me personally. Now, if you're not familiar with Yards Per Fantasy, that is our brand, our website, where I have a whole team of analysts working on our rookie guide, already starting. We have not put out the content for it yet, but they are starting to work on the rookie content. We're going to have the rankings. We're going to have write-ups. We're going to have videos about probably 65, 75 plus prospects this year. So if you are into Dynasty, if you're into rookie content, check out yardsperfantasy.com. Download the Yards Per Fantasy app. We're going to have a rolling rookie guide. We did it last year. And by rolling rookie guide, I mean, you see some of these other fantasy football brands, they have rookie guides, right? They put it all together. And we did it a couple years ago ourselves. Put it all together in a PDF. When it's all done, it's all complete, we give it out to the audience. That's not what we're doing. As we complete profile by profile, as we complete rookie grades by rookie grades, as we complete still publicly a Pats fan. Yeah, sadly. I should put a bag over my head. As we complete each step of the process during the rookie content, period, we put the content out. We don't hold it back, put it all together and put it out at once, where it will be all in one spot where you can get it all at once when you want it. But we don't hold it back in the meantime. I know I'm kind of talking in circles here. But yeah. yardsperfantasy.com. Download the Yards Per Fantasy app. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on YouTube. Yeah, that's where you're going to want to be. Yeah. Got a lot of Patriots hate tonight. I don't usually wear the Patriots gear. I feel like I do, though. And I never get comments or questions, and just loaded with them tonight. That's okay, because I'm with you. Patriots are awful. Terrible. Awful. Yeah. But we've all been there. Every team has gone through it. So still got to represent. Yeah. I think this is a good spot to wrap it up. We've been live for an hour and 19 minutes. So we'll be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock. We're going to do our starts this show all the way up till kickoff, like we do every week. Win some titles. I'm excited about that. If I didn't get to your questions, yardsperfantasy.com, we have a start sit tool. Find all my rankings there. Tons of content. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Meant to end the live and I'm still here. If you're still here, I had no idea we were still live. Here we are. All right, let's end it again. Let's run the end screen back again. This is hilarious. I've never done this. I haven't been live in weeks. All right. And I guess I forgot how to do it. Here we go. We're going to run the end screen and we're going to actually log it off.